Hi, this is Masenya of Masenya Attorneys Incorporated, a law firm based in Centurion, Republic of South Africa. We boast 24 years of legal practice in the areas of commercial and tax laws. My professional team and I have over the years proved great success in assisting numerous clients with a myriad of commercial and tax matters involving millions of rands. We are skilled, experienced, qualified, and have the capacity to assist you. Email us at clients@cntlaw.co.za or call us 011-318-6592 or 084-383-7747. All consultations are strictly by appointment.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here in Solomon's Temple. I'm Uncle Solomon. So good to be with you today. I must apologize. I've been away for a couple of weeks now, and it's really great to be back. Not a couple of weeks, I think just about a week, due to family engagement. But it's good to be back. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Really appreciate each and every one of you just being here and all the support. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from, and check out all the videos that we previously created. So it's so great and so good to have you guys here. Don't forget, if you are interested in any sort of wanting to make money from YouTube by creating YouTube content, I do offer training around that. Yesterday, I actually trained a brother. I trained a brother who is African but lives out there in California. Last night, I think about this time, we're actually having our training. So please reach out to me on this number on the screen for any coaching and mentorship around how to create YouTube content and hopefully make money from it. I charge a small fee for it, for the coaching. So please do reach out to me on this number that is on the screen. Yeah, great to have you here, Paco. Awesome to have you here. Boyd, I see you. Helen from Namibia. Heaven's in Splitting Ministry from Namibia. And from Zambia, you got James. Good to have you here, James Nyemba. Awesome. So I want to share just the news that happened. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday, isn't it? And in a church in Nigeria, we all know the artist called Rema. You know, he sang a very popular song that became such a global hit called Baby Calm Down. So Rema is originally from Edo State in Nigeria, in the south of Nigeria. And he grew up in Christ Embassy. And I've actually, I knew that because I've been following his life. So he grew up, but he didn't take the path of sort of like gospel music, but he took the part of Afrobeat, and he became, he made so much money from it, and also became very popular and all that kind of stuff. So his music is one thing, because if you look at his music, good tunes, but if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, this lyrics is actually immoral. It's actually against God. It's actually against the Bible. Promoting just fornication and drinking and all that, but it got good tunes, good beats, like every Afrobeat songs. But we're not here to talk about his music or dissect his music, but we're here to talk about his homecoming. So he had this homecoming event at the stadium since he left, a couple of years ago, like 5 years or so. Became big in the US. He's been doing a lot of traveling, concerts, and all that kind of stuff. Basically lived in the US or just traveling around the world most of the time. So this was the first time he's coming back home. So he was received by some of the leaders in the city, in the state, the governor, the traditional leaders, and everybody. And he had a concert that a lot of people went to. And then Sunday, the final day, he went to the church where he grew up. And he shared something, that became sort of like important, that we should actually talk about, right? Sorry, guys. So he shared something that became very important that we should actually talk about, which is how the church supported him. When he was 8, he lost his father, and the mother actually lost everything, because when the husband passes away, the brothers, the uncles, and everybody wants to come grab. Sometimes in some African tradition, I don't understand why things like that happen. The greed. This is a woman that has to raise kids, and you're taking everything away from her. But the pastor of the church at that time, which is a Christ Embassy church, now decided to set up sort of like a shop for her, a little kiosk, so she can buy and sell stuff and make some money and raise the kids. And that was the money that she actually used to raise her kids. So he went to church, back to that church to actually say a thank you. And he decided to give over 100 million naira to the church in different ministries, to the youth church, to the main church, importantly to the widows. Let's watch his video here at the church and listen to him speak.
I'm not here to give myself any form of accolade or glory. I'm here to give God the glory. And I feel like it's important to give back, because the church has embraced me, has prayed for me, has kept it very consistent with my spirit. Firstly, I want to give a pledge of 40 million naira to the infrastructure of the church. To the infrastructure of the church. I want to pledge 20 million naira to Rhapsody of Realities. And, being the fact that I came from the T's church, I also want to pledge 25 million to the infrastructure of the church. And also, I would say, when I was 8 years old, when I lost my dad, we felt very lost, we felt very abandoned. All that we had was taken from us, and we felt very alone. And I remember at the time, Pastor Joy and Pastor Tom was the pastor of this church, and they opened a shop for my mom. And that was what she managed.
Yeah. So, is that it? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it isn't actually complete. But you listen to the story. They opened a shop for his mom, and then that was the money she used to raise them. And he decided to give millions also to the widows in the church. So the story here is, for me, how that branch of Christ Embassy did what was right. I don't know why they did that, because sometimes you cannot trust churches. Maybe when her husband, his dad, was around, he was a big giver in the church, so they decided to support him and support his wife now that he's gone. Is that why they did it? Or they just felt, look, this family is a family in need. We might not know them very well. They might not have enough, but let's just support them. And they decided to do that. Or is it just the pastor maybe having a personal relationship with one of the kids, or the wife knowing the situation and decided like, hey, let's help out? It's important for churches to do that. That's the first point I want to bring out. How do we help widows in the church? Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of Rema's music, right? But God has given him a gift, right? He's not using his gift, for me, in a God-glorifying way. But through the support of the church, helping his mother, she was able to raise their kids. He was able to get opportunities to do his music. Now, whether he's doing his music in a way that is glorifying God. When I say God glorifying music, I'm not saying you have to do gospel music. No, guys. Gospel music is not the only way to glorify God. I don't need to have God in my music for me to glorify God. I can talk about his creation. I can talk about love and how he wants us to love each other. I can talk about forgiveness. I can talk about pain, right? But the most important thing is, how do we support those in need? He raised the point. So he wasn't going to the church necessarily to just give to the church. He went there to give because they supported his mother. Because they supported his mother. And I'm glad that this story went viral a bit, because we need to emphasize the way, how do we support those around us in church who are in need? First, for pastors who are watching this, how do you support those in need in your church, the widows or whoever, as a church, and for you as an individual? Do you just pray about it with them and then tell them to just believe God, have faith, and everything will be all right? Even if you don't have the means, at least you know somebody, a business person or somebody who's doing far better, who can actually help them with something a little bit. So this is crucial in the time and the age that we're living in today, where selfishness is gaining momentum. We have seen an outbreak of selfishness, sort of like a revival of selfishness, a revival from the days of Satan himself, Lucifer, banished from heaven because of his own selfishness. He wants to be just like God. So we need to really be aware of these things, because the little that we can do goes far much more than we would ever think of. We don't know how that help that we're offering this person or that person, how that is going to affect their family, just like his family. Are you with me? So let's all, continue to ask the right questions. How are we supporting? Are we doing that? I mean, I don't agree even with Christ Embassy in a lot of ways. They have so much money. I don't feel they're using the money they have to do enough in meeting the social needs, the physical needs in societies that they are operating in, especially in Nigeria, where Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. It used to be India. But then the churches in Nigeria are sitting with this wealth, like very, very massive wealth. Anyway, let's not go there. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Catch you again soon.